Good morning to all. This is Abhishek Singh Chauhan and I have been recommended from 3rd FSB Gandhinagar to the FCAT entry. So today I am here to discuss some strategy regarding the FCAT examination, that is the Air Force Common Admission Test. So it has been conducted by the Indian Air Force for the flying entry, technical and non-technical, and sometimes they also create vacancy for the meteorology branch. So actually it is the easiest test that has ever come in this competitive level. So hardly there are 10 days left. So firstly I'll be telling you about the marks criteria of the FCAT. As FCAT paper consists of 100 questions and each question comprises of 3 marks with 1/3 of negative marking, that is -1 for one wrong question. So total paper is of 300 marks and you have to score around 200 to be get safely in the merit list. So talking about the paper, there are basically 4 sections, that is the reasoning part, the mathematics, the GS and the English. As reasoning consists of 32 questions, maths 18 questions, English 25 questions and GS 25 questions. So these total comprises of total 100 questions. So here are some strategy for the last 10 days that you should go through it. So firstly I'll be starting with the English. So actually English has a very vast syllabus, but you don't have to do everything in this last 10 days. You just have to focus on some of the comprehensions and practice, and you must practice them at least 2 or 3 times in a day. Then after that you can go through idiom and phrases that are being provided on the various internet website sources, and on the YouTube also you can follow the Study IQ channel, and it has very good content about the idiom and phrases, because these are the things that you can imbibe in the last 10 days. After that, coming to the sentence completion, you can just only practice it, nothing else. And being antonym synonym, you can just for the antonym synonym you can just go through the last previous year papers, and for and the error detection, as no time is left, so you can just have a look on it, no need to waste your time over there. So in English only these much things is required to be done. Then coming up to the GS portion, as GS portion is very vast, like you have the polity, history, geography, current affairs, defense stats, but the main thing I'm going to tell you, you have to just go through it, that is the defense stats, that is the defense current affairs, and the current affairs for the 2019, and the sports and awards and honors. If you will go through these 4 things, then of course around 10 to 15 question will be there for it, as these are the easy portion of this current affairs and the GS portion, because in current affairs only one liner question is being asked in the FCAT, so you can just go through the one liner questions, and there are various websites that you can just visit and go through it. Actually one of the site that I would like to recommend you can just go through the India Bix. India Bix is a website that you can go through, and you can have all the things over there. They have variety of sections, and if we move next to the reasoning part, then the same thing I will suggest you that go through the India Bix website. Over there you will be getting a lot of reasoning, that is the verbal and the non-verbal. Basically reasoning is the easiest part of the FCAT examination, and it comprises of around 32 questions. In 32 questions you can easily do 28 questions, because the reasoning part is very easy, and the main thing that comprises reasoning part is the analogy, the figure completion, the Venn diagram, and these things are the main things that do comes in the reasoning, the military aptitude. Okay, so it is not a tough part. You can just go through it once, and you can have practice on it daily, because there are only 10 days left, so you have to work hard, because without it you cannot achieve anything. So you have to just go through it once. Then moving next to the maths part, I'll just want to say that the topics that usually come in the FCAT examination for the maths is like profit and loss, average, ratio, proportion, time and work, speed, distance and time, percentage, and like this arithmetic chapters. So you don't have to focus on all the things, as the question variety of question is not so much, and maths comprises of only 18 questions. So in a worst condition you can do 15 questions. So just don't practice the question which you are not able to understand it, because there are 10 days left, so you just have to practice those questions that you are getting in your head. So I will suggest you that pick some of the topics, some of the easy topics that you just want to practice on, and just practice it daily. Okay, so these are the some basic tips, and just plan out your strategy accordingly for the FCAT examination. Like by following all these strategy, you can easily do 70 questions. 70 questions means around you will be getting 210 marks in the FCAT. So being a human, we can do errors. So if we do negative marking, then suppose we have done 60 question correctly and 10 question we have done wrong, so then also we'll be getting 16 to 3 180 and minus 10, that is 170 marks. So if you go through the analysis of the FCAT cutoff, that FCAT cutoff was something like that. 2019 second it was 142, 2019 first it was 133, 2018 second it was 160, 2018 second it was 155. So it was accordingly like that. So maximum cutoff was 160. Above than 160, FCAT hasn't released its cutoff yet. So you can easily get 170 if you are doing some errors in that 70 questions. So easily you can crack this examination, as it is the easiest examination ever in this competition exam. The final thing that I just want to tell you, that practice mock test as much as you can, because it will give you the correct idea about what type of question is being asked in the FCAT, as the level is not so difficult. So just practice mock test as much as you can in this last 10 days, because this is the only option where you can get good marks in your FCAT paper. So and practice, if you are solving this mock test, then solve one paper 2 times, because it will boost up your confidence, and by this you can just score good marks and have faith and confidence in yourself. So all the best to the FCAT aspirant, and you can come in Shield Defence Academy for the online mock test. You can just give a try once, that here they are conducting an online mock test for the FCAT one. So you can just check your score accordingly, and you can just have a self-analysis on yourself. So for more defense update, you can just stay tuned to our Shield Defence Academy channel that is on YouTube. So, and if you want more videos to come, then you can just leave a comment on that channel. So thank you.